Hi, I'm going to show you a few drills that you can use at home with a broom. The broom is a great tool, great training aid for working on impact and pivot. The broom is very similar to a golf club. It has a club head and a shaft. It's a little bit heavier, which is good for exercise and getting stronger hands and forearms. And again, you can see the club head, the broom head, and then the shaft, very similar, very good to use. Here are a few drills we'll go through and show you that will help your golf game. All right, the first broom drill is going to be for shaft lean and impact. Most good players have the shaft leaning slightly forward at impact, and using the broom will help emphasize that. Actually, it will help exaggerate that feeling at home so you can practice this and gain a trust in the feel without actually having to hit a ball. So what you'll do is you'll set up with the club underneath your left arm, take your grip about halfway down, take the club halfway back, parallel to the ground, sweep forward, sweep the ground, and have the shaft leaning forward, but really have the butt end of the club, which would be the butt end of the broom handle, about 12 to 18 inches leaning forward, which is a very good impact position. You want the shaft leaning forward at impact, creating proper club alignments, and making a much better contact with the ball and striking it much more solidly. We're going to use the broom again for another way to improve your impact. The emphasis will be on the right hand. And again, you're going to take the grip, hold the club about halfway between the broom handles. Feel like this is the club face and it's pretty square. The handle's right underneath your left arm. This time we're going to take it back to parallel. And when you come down, you want to stop right below your left shoulder. And what you're really looking to maintain is the right wrist bend in your right forearm and hand. The angle right there is very important to maintain power and also consistency through impact. If you notice, the right arm is fully extended, but that the right wrist has a slight bend after impact. After you've done the broom drill a few hundred times, or for a few days, or if you practice less, a few weeks, then take the field to the driving range, take your club, take your proper grip, your setup, and what you're going to start with is a chipping swing. Basically a half swing about parallel back, hit down, hold your follow through, and feel like the shaft is in line with your left arm, but mainly the right wrist is still slightly bent. You've maintained a little bit of power with that right side. Again, the broom is a great drill for impact, but now we're going to show you how you can work on club face alignments and shaft plane at the same time. What you want to do is take your setup, and again, club face is square or slightly open. That means the top of the broom is pointing straight up and down. You don't want it open or closed. Then what you're going to do is take a very short backswing with a little bit of wrist cock now. Butt end of the club should be pointing at the ball or at the target line. And then you're going to sweep down through the ball and make sure the club face is closing, meaning you can see the back of the club head, and then turn and finish. All right, I'd like to demonstrate a drill that's going to help you emphasize your pivot and also keep your hips level in your backswing, which is very important to maintaining power and also consistency in your golf swing. What you need to use is some sort of stick, a ruler, a dowel, or any kind of long, thin object. You're going to take, slide it through your belt loops, just so you can get an idea of what level it is. This is now parallel to the ground. You'll have a chair here next to your left leg as a guide. Take your setup position and take your backswing. And what you want to do is maintain your left hip or leg touching the chair and that keep your hips level. If you do it improperly, you'll see your body slide. The stick will not be parallel to the ground, and you'll actually feel a lot weaker. Also, when you're doing this drill, you want to emphasize the turn, again keeping the stick level. When you slide going back and do a poor pivot, the stick will not turn and it's in a very weak position. My alignments are very, very weak. When you do the backswing correctly and you pivot better, you turn, you can actually see the dowel move. My right leg is more of a brace, and I'm much more stable and stronger, able to strike the ball.